Okay, grouting. We will be grouting this bathroom floor finally. I'll show you some things that everybody's talking about. I'll show you the trick of the trade when it comes to mixing your grout. So stay tuned and let's do this. Remember, Easy 2 tips and tricks where you see everything up close and personal. Alright, putting in the grout. Alright, this is a modified grout, okay, with polymers. And this is basically a liquid polymer. They also use this in concrete. But this is made by Mapei, and it's a polymer additive. And we're going to use it in a place of water. Buying it by the gallon, it was like pennies in comparison. This was about $19, okay? And we want this to be mixed in the consistency of basically peanut butter. So we're going to mix slowly. All right. And as you've seen here, this is kind of a white substance. They also make this for sticking concrete. When you're breaking up a concrete and you're removing some from a floor, you go to fill that hole back up. It helps it to stick to the concrete that you're pouring the concrete into, all right, to help it to adhere and have a better connection. So let's get this mixed up. All right, there's ratios, but if you mix it little as you go, then you don't have to worry about that. All right, but I'm sure I'm gonna have to mix a little more in here. Yeah, I am. All right. Now I'm also going to be telling you about cleaning up the floor, how to remove what you can mix into your water. It's a trick of the trade. It's the tile installer's best kept secret, and I'm going to tell you what that is. So stay tuned for that. And we're getting it to, we got to finish mixing this. So I'll get it mixed up. All right, this is just a little bit runny. It may be okay in some applications, but I'm going to thicken this up a little bit more. All right, let's see how this works. Okay, I'm going to mix this up in here. I may need a little more, and it may do it a little at a time. It's looking pretty close. All right, that's getting better. A little bit more. Just a little bit more. Not quite as much as before, okay? But little at a time so you don't overdo it, okay? This should be probably about right when you get through. All right, okay. That's probably pretty good. All right, I've got this completely sideways. That's not bad. I think I'm going to go with that. It could probably even be a little thicker, but I'm going to run with that. Okay, got the sponge. All right, press it in to your grout joints. Okay. Now I'm going to show you a trick of the trade when it comes to removing the grout, all right, residue from the tile. It's the best kept secret. It's the trick of the trade. And when you grout, if there's a high side on your grout, you want to bring it towards the high side, all right? If there's a high side, okay? All right. Okay, this is where we're at so far. All right, it's in the rough and it's quick and easy. All right, you want to wipe up the excess as you go. And remember, after you mix your thin set, you want it to set for a few minutes so it can meld together and everything can kind of blend and all the chemicals can set and be ready to go. All right. All right, cleaning up the grout. I told you I was going to tell you the best kept secret, a trick of the trade. You add 3 parts water to 1 part white vinegar. Here is the white vinegar. All right, 3 parts water to 1 part white vinegar for cleanup. All right, you want to rinse often. You don't want to use the same part of your sponge. All right, you always want a clean spot. Okay, you can see how this vinegar is working. And this will help to eliminate the haze that's left after you wipe up the grout. And that's what the vinegar does. It makes it a whole lot easier for cleanup, all right? And that's the purpose of the vinegar. All right, time for me to rinse. Okay, I want to show you with the vinegar water the difference it makes, all right? There's the water. It is gray, okay? And that's what I'm working out of. Now, I've cleaned this area, no residue. No residue, look at that. Now I'm going to hit this area right here, okay? I just rinsed the sponge out. Okay. When this dries, and you want to move this around to a clean area, okay, when you wipe over your edges, you want to come at an angle. Okay? You come across your joints. You want to come across it at an angle so you don't pull your grout out of the joints. And if there's a high side on that tile at the lip, you want to wipe it towards the high side, okay? Now, look at this. It's cleaning right up. Now, I'm going to dip this sponge, okay, right into here. I'm going to rinse it out, okay? So you see this for yourself on camera. Okay, now I'm going to get another area. Look, it's perfectly clean. All right, and there's where I did the repair. It blends right in for the most part. All right, there's the overview. Okay, now this area right here, it's pretty heavy. All right, now let's get this cleaned up. All right, going to cross that joint at an angle. Turn this around. But the haze that you normally get on your tile after you wipe up, I'm not having with the vinegar added to my water. All right. Now look, there's no haze. I'll turn it back and show you where we just wiped up. All right. And you will find there's no haze. Okay, think it has enough time. We've got heater in here, all right? Look, no haze on my tile. Okay? No haze. No haze. Okay? We will be doing the overview. Next, I'll be putting my marble tile on top of my counter here. Okay? All right. All right, how to mix thin set, grout your joints, and pro tip on mixing with your polymer mix liquid that you buy, additive. All right. And then vinegar in your water. 1 part vinegar to 3 parts water. And this is the end result. And I'm working out of dirty water. And there's no haze on my tile. Alright, so remember easy 2 tips and tricks. When you see it up close and personal, I'm going to show you while we're live that spot I just cleaned. Okay. And here we are. Look at this. No haze, folks. That's unheard of. The vinegar is the answer. Alright, and remember your polymer is by the gallon. It was $19 for that gallon of polymer. Alright, now, if you're concerned about your grout fading, you might want to get the little bottles, but they're like 3 times, 4 times as much. We're using grout, grade grout, it's all good. Bye for now. And remember, tell a friend about easy 2 tips and tricks where you see everything up close and personal.